Good morning, students. In this class, we will see the thromboembolic disorders during puparium. Thromboembolic disorders during puparium is because hemostasis, that is process that maintain blood in a fluid clot-free state, thrombosis, that means formation of blood clot within the vessel, embolus means dislodged thrombus within the vessel, thrombophilia means group of inherited and acquired disorder that can increase risk of thrombosis. Venous thromboembolic disease include DVT, that means deep vein thrombosis, mainly occur in the iliofemoral, thrombophlebitis, that is superficial and deep veins pulmonary embolism. Pathophysiology is in a normal pregnancy, there is a rise in concentration of coagulation factors, that is 1, 2, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 12. Alteration in blood constitute increase the number of young platelets and their adhesiveness. Venous stasis is increased due to compression of gravid uterus to inferior vena cava and iliac veins. This status causes damage to endothelial cells. Thrombophilias are hypercoagulable states in pregnancy that increases the risk of venous thrombosis. It may be either inherited or acquired. Inherited thrombophilias are genetic conditions associated with deficiencies of antithrombophyl 3, protein S, protein C, and prothrombin gene mutation. Acute thrombophilias are due to presence of lupus anticoagulant and antiphospholipid antibodies. Risk factors for venous thromboembolic disorders include high risk fundamental means previous VT, thrombophilia, intermediate include heart disease, SLE, surgical procedures like LSES, low risk include presence of less than 3 risk factors mentioned above, age above 35, obesity, BMI above 35, parity more than 3, immobility, dehydration, hyperemesis, and multiple pregnancy. Deep Deep vein thrombosis. The symptoms include pain in the calf muscles, in the legs, and the rise in temperature. On examination, systemic leg asymmetric leg edema is significant and positive Hamann sign. Investigation Doppler used to detect changes in the velocity of blood flow in the femoral vein, and it is the most accurate investigation. Venography by injecting water-soluble radiopaque dye to note the filling defect in the venous lumen, and MRI. Pelvic thrombophlebitis. Postpartum pelvic thrombophlebitis originated in the thrombosed veins at the placental site by organisms such as anaerobic streptococci. When localized in the pelvis, it is called pelvic thrombophlebitis. There is no specific clinical features of pelvic thrombophlebitis, but it should be suspected in case where the pyrexia continues for more than a week in spite of antibiotic therapy. Extrapelvic spread to the right ovarian vein to the inferior vena cava and to the lungs, to the left ovarian artery, to the left renal vein, and then to the left kidney. Retrograde extension to iliofemoral veins to produce the clinical pathophysiological entity of phlegmasia alba dolens or white leg. The white leg means it is a clinico-pathological condition usually caused by retrograde of pelvic thrombophlebitis to involve iliofemoral vein. Clinical features include it usually develops in the second week of puparium, mild fever, evidence of constitutional symptoms like headache, malaise, rising pulse rate, affected leg is swollen, painful, white and cold, pain due to arterial spasm as a result of irritation from the nearby thrombosed vein. Blood count shows polymorphonuclear leukocytosis. Diagnosis is made by venous ultrasound, CT scan, or MRI. Preventive measures include prevention of trauma, sepsis, anemia in pregnancy and labor. Dehydration during delivery should be avoided. Use of elastic compressions like stocking and intermittent pneumatic compression device during surgery. Leg exercise, early ambulations are encouraged. Management includes bed rest with foot and elevated above the heart level, pain relieved by analgesics, appropriate antibiotics like anticoagulants like heparin and low molecular weight heparin. Fibrinolytic agents like streptokinase produce rapid resolution of pulmonary emboli. Venous thromboectomy needed in massive iliofemoral vein thrombosis or massive pulmonary embolus. Pulmonary embolism. Leading cause of maternal death in developing countries. DVT in the leg or pelvis is the common cause of pulmonary embolism. The clinical features depend on the size of embolus and the health of the patient. The death is usually due to within the short time from shock and vagal inhibition. Signs and symptoms include tachypnea, dyspnea, pleuritic chest pain, cough, tachycardia, hemoptysis, and rise in temperature more than 37 degrees Celsius. Diagnosis: chest X-ray, elevation of dome of the diaphragm and pleural effusion. ECG: right axis shift, tachycardia, non-specific ST change. SBG, ABG shows PO2 more than 85 mm of Hg at room air is reassuring but need further investigation. D-dimer: a negative D-dimer may rule out diagnosis of PE. Doppler USG can identify DVT. Lung scan will detect areas of diminished blood flow, whereas reduction in perfusion with maintenance of ventilation indicate PE. Pulmonary embolism. MRI can be used in pregnancy. The risk of ionizing radiation is absent. Pulmonary angiography is accurate to diagnose but has got high-risk complications. Treatment include resuscitation, cardiac massage, oxygen therapy, IV heparin bolus, and morphine 15 mg started. Anticoagulant may need to continue for 6 weeks to 6 months depending upon the case. IV support is continued and blood pressure is maintained. Tachycardia is corrected by digitalis. Thank you. Thank you for listening. If you have any doubts,